Hey, what is up, guys? Bluntguts here. This is a Watch Your Rums video. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I really appreciate it. So, we've got some Guild Wars attacks going on right now. We are up against Awakened Chaos. It's the second time already this season, so, yay! Talk about a guild that is a mismatch for us. I think it's a little bit closer this time, but, you know, not... I think we're still in a lot of trouble with this one, honestly. They've got, like, what, a 24% lead almost at this point. Now, granted, we have used 46 less attacks than them, so, you know, it's still early on. One thing that is exciting, I've got Garnet Guards. That's right, I pulled Garnet Guards. I got the second half, my other 5 fragments that I needed after the last match, so yeah, super excited about that. I'm going to try to use them a bunch today. We're going to test them out against some of the defenses. They're up right now, and you guys can see kind of what goes into putting together a Garnet Guard attack. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. Really opens up my attacking options. So we will see how it goes. Are they going to disappoint in reality, or are they going to be pretty badass? I think a lot of folks are not quite yet really like building to counter them, because at this point, there's just not enough people that have them that you really need to take that into consideration, but there are definitely some defenses that are susceptible to them that are out there right now. So I'm going to see if I can't take advantage. Let's get to the attacks. All right, guys, first attack with these Garnet Guards. Wish me luck. I hope that this goes well. What I'm going to do is, and I should also preface this by saying that we do need to take into consideration Lili's ultimate here, right? So she has a kind of think of like a single target marksman range, or like a Silas or a Hex or Micah or whoever you want to think about, not Cetrum, but a normal single target marksman range, meaning that she has 3 tiles by 4 tiles as far as her range is concerned. So literally everybody in the comp is going to be in her range, meaning that the first unit that does take fatal damage, she is going to save them with Thorny Protection. Now, the Garnet Guards are only going to get one swing at the tile that Hatssut is on, right? Hatssut is also going to be invisible for the first, like, I think 30 to 40 seconds of the match, depending on awakening level. So we need to kind of take all those things into account. We need to pop Lili's Thorny Protection on somebody, Regulus in this case, and then we're going to follow up with Garnet Guards, which should be able to take Hatssut out, assuming that we can deploy them after Hatssut does become visible as opposed to invisible. So what we're going to do is, as soon as the match starts, I am going to click onto Regulus, and then I'm going to drop in a set of Axe Slaughters who are going to path forward, and hopefully they're going to pop the shield. Now, sometimes it's kind of hard to see on Regulus for some reason. Sometimes the animation doesn't appear. So there is a bit of guesswork as far as this is concerned. What I've seen in the past, and I know I'm kind of going on this, but I think it is important because I just want to cover it in case it does happen on screen here. What I've seen in the past is that oftentimes there is kind of like some weird interaction in the game where either the Unyielding on a hero like Regulus or Brokkir or Baron or any of these tanks that do have Unyielding in their kit, that either the Thorny Protection from Lili, the fatal damage save from Lili either triggers, or the Unyielding triggers. More often than not, it is the Thorny Protection, but sometimes it's not, and it can be hard to kind of tell, and I don't know what the rhyme or reason is as far as why that happens sometimes and it doesn't happen other times. So we're going to be gambling a little bit here that we're going to be able to either see it or be able to guess right on it. But we're going to use the axes to trigger that Thorny Protection. We're going to follow up with Garnet Guards, which will hopefully take out Hatssut, at which point we can follow up with a combination of Necros as well as some of the Shaman to keep them alive, and follow up with Dogs at the end to get on through. But once Hatssut is down, most of the damage in the comp is gone. Ajax is still there, but Ajax isn't going to be able to take out everybody. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get in there. Let's see if we can't make it happen. So, as soon as this loads in, we're going to click on Regulus. There we go. We pause the map. We're going to drop in our Axe Slaughters, put on 2x speed for a second here, and let's see if we can't pop that Thorny Protection. So we want to see if we can click on, maybe we can see it on Regulus. Maybe we can see the buff. There it is. That's the Thorny Protection. You see the shield that's on there right now? That's how we know that it got triggered. So I will wait till 10 costs, and then I'm going to drop in our, I guess we could go at 8, but I want to give Hatssut plenty of time to pop out of invisibility. So we're gonna go at 10. Should be able to get over there. Now, Lili's, I think the Thorny Protection has a 50 or 55 second timer on it, so we should be okay. as far as that's concerned, assuming that the Garnet Guards don't die. There we go. Hatssut's down. That's what we wanted to see. And now we can follow up with, I'm going to drop in 1 Shaman first. At 10 costs, we will drop in double Necros. I'm going to be timely with that so the Shaman doesn't get too far ahead. This Shaman is really not going to do all that much at the end of the day. I probably could have waited and just deployed 2 afterwards, but I'd rather have some healing up there so we can start to stack them up. Oops. I'm going to be dropping a second Shaman now. I'm a little late on that. And then as we get up to 5 costs, I'm just going to start dropping dogs. You can see Ajax's ultimate is, he's only got like, what, about a third of his rage bar filled, so we don't have to worry about that. We're just going to stack up as many of these units as we possibly can. There we go, and there we go. And that's a win. That's how we do that. So, yeah, want to know with the Garnet Guards. Loving it. I'm going to enjoy it while I can because I feel like these vulnerabilities are going to be covered up relatively soon in future weeks, so I'm going to take advantage while I can. I'll be back for the next one. All right, guys, the next one up. So we are going to take on this Esotericist team using Cyrus and Anora and Ymiret, and oh, good God, this just piques my envy. This is the team, or very close to the team that I really want to be running. I probably wouldn't be using Ezryn or Hatssut in it, but I would love to be running this team. If only I had a Cyrus. I feel like it's a refrain that I've been singing for basically the past year or so. So I'm hoping that we might be able to take this down, poke some holes in this comp. The Garnet Guards don't do their thing. I've got a backup plan too, so hopefully we can get this down. The plan is going to be, at 10 costs, I'm going to drop in 1 of the Pharaoh Guards on the frontmost tile, so the tile on the left-hand side, and that's going to path forward, trigger ultimates. He's got high magic resist. I think he's the 2nd highest affiliation right now in this comp, so he should be relatively resistant to both Anora as well as Ymiret and Hatssut, so it's going to go forward and take some hits, trigger some ultimates. When we get back up to 10 cost again, I'm going to drop in a Shaman on the back tile. I'm going to wait till 8 costs, so 1 more cost after that, and then I will drop in double Garnet Guards. Now, what I've seen is that sometimes they both hit Hatssut at the same time. Sometimes it seems like maybe Anora is getting a freeze off on them, or there's just enough of a delay that Ezryn gets a heal in. So we're going to be hoping that they either get slowed at the same rate or that they don't get slowed at all. One or the other would be fine, but if they get broken up and their attacks get staggered, that usually means that Hatssut is going to live. Hopefully Hatssut dies. If he does, then it's going to be a win pretty much unequivocally. We'll drop in another Pharaoh Guard, followed up by double Necros, followed up by another Shaman, and then followed up by dogs consecutively as we get to 5 costs. But he might not go down. And so if he doesn't, we're going to do the exact same thing. The same thing is going to work, or could potentially work. But the only issue is that we need to make sure that we are not basically deploying into Hatssut's ultimate. We need to at least have 1 set of dogs sitting in there, not taking extra damage from Hatssut's ultimate. That can kind of derail things, which is why it's important to take Hatssut out to begin with. So I'm hoping that's the result. In any case, guys, let's get in there. Let's see if we can't make it happen. Move myself over here. All right. Whew. Like these Garnet Guards, they stress me out a little bit. Let's get this going. We're going to drop him on the leftmost tile to get the ults cooking a little bit sooner. We need those to be down, or we'd like those to be down by the time that the Garnet Guards and the Shaman do get over there. So slow down to 1x speed. I'm going to get my Shaman deployment ready here. As soon as we hit 10 cost, I will drop him in. There we go. And there he is. I'm going to get my clicking ready. I'm just going to click all the way up to 8. We'll drop in double Garnet Guards on the frontmost tile, so they're kind of right on top of the Shaman. They will deploy. Yeah, they did. Okay, here we go. Now let's cross our fingers and let's hope that that Hatssut, gets popped. That's what we want to see. That is 100% what we'd like to see. So let's go and see. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. Love these Garnet Guards. They're doing work for me. I like it. I like it. Let's drop in our second Pharaoh Guard, and then when we get to 10, we'll drop in double Necros, and hopefully that is going to be all she wrote for this team. Let's drop in our double Necros here on the back tile. When we get to 3, we will drop in our second Shaman. Just going to click up to 3 so I can make sure they're as close as possible to one another so the Shaman can get the heals in. These first few summons may end up getting popped by the ultimates, although it doesn't really look like it. It looks like the ultimates the timing was relatively good. gonna get these dogs out as quickly as possible. Get them in before the next set of ultimates does go out. And yeah, it's a parade into the soul crystals. So that is 2-0 for me. I will be back with the next one. All right, guys, you may have noticed no Garnet guards in this comp. The reason being that AI is in the enemy defense, and what I've noticed is that AI really screws up the viability of the Garnet guards. What'll happen is that one of them will get frozen, the other one will not, or the freeze will somehow kind of desync them in one way, and then they end up attacking at different times. And rather than doing 2 hits of like 15 to 18k, they are doing just a single hit followed by another single hit. That gives the healer an opportunity to get a heal in between. On top of that, we also have Carnelian in here, meaning that we need to get multiple hits on somebody in order to take them down. Multiple hits, plus we have to wait out the, 5 or 6 second unyielding duration that her soul essence gives them. So this is not going to be a viable comp to attack with Garnet guards. However, we're fortunate because my fearless leader, our guild leader, using his comp and his strategy that he proposed. Nobody's attacked this. Nobody's been successful at this point, so I don't know it's going to work. And if it doesn't, it's all his fault. So you just blame him if this is a bad attack, just like I'm going to. So what I'm going to do here is, at 10 cost, I'm going to drop in one of the Pharaoh guards on the backmost tile. He's going to path forward. We're waiting for 10 cost after that. Then we're going to drop in double lightning guards on the frontmost tile, followed up at 3 costs by a shaman who's going to path forward. The lightning guard should go by, and because of the way the targeting works here, Carnelian's actually targeting the 3 furthest units and is going to be putting soul essence on them. She's not going to hit AI with soul essence, meaning that AI is going to get one tapped by the lightning guards, assuming that they can get through the Demi and the Ajax kind of AoE nightmare that's going on up there. Although Demi, I don't think she does all that much damage. I don't believe. So we're going to have to wait and see. But if we can take out AI, we should be able to follow up with double Necros, followed by a Shaman, followed by dogs, and just overwhelm this with a swarm. We may get more than AI, honestly, with the lightning guards, depending on how much damage is in this comp. But if we can just get AI, we should be good to go. So let's get in there. Let's see if we can't make this work. All right, so just going to wait for 10 cost. I will get my Pharaoh guard ready to go up here. Once we hit 10, there we go. Get him a cooking. I'll slow it down once we get closer to 10 again. Slow it down to 1 time speed. And we'll just click on up to 10. Drop in our double lightning guards here. We'll fly over those ice crystals, hopefully. Slow it down again, drop in our shaman when we get up to 3. There we go. And the shaman should catch up to them as they start shooting at Brokkir. And toss, hopefully, just a couple of heals on them. They're taking quite a bit of damage there, so hopefully they can survive. We just need a little bit of healing would be great. Would be great. AI gonna go down. There we go. That's what we needed to see. We're just going to drop in our double Necros here. It's good timing. We saw Ajax just use his ultimate. I think the lightning guards are going to die, unfortunately, so we are going to have to go through Demi and Ajax, but I think we'll be all right. Oops, I should be dropping a healer here, and I forgot to do that, so that's a mistake on my part. Hopefully it doesn't screw me over. The Necros move pretty slow, though, so I think we'll probably be all right. I will wait until one more Ajax ultimate before I send in the dogs. These guys a little bit more time, and I can actually just send in double dogs because I'm close to 10 cost, and that'll be good timing, hopefully. But, oof, look at that damage that's going out. That is not great. I may have got here. This might be a loss. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is a loss. God damn. Where was all that damage coming from? Was that Demi that was doing that? Well, shit, I thought we were in the clear, and then this team stumped me. God damn, Demi. I'm curious. I want to see what the damage breakdown is after this, just to get an idea. I have literally never seen Demi used before in a GvG match, so very, very interesting. A lot of damage going out. Good on you, monkey, I guess. Let's see what the damage breakdown was here. It's me, Demi. Oh, no, Demi wasn't. But still, almost 10 million damage from Demi. We've got 25 from Ajax. I'm guessing this is a very, very beefy Ajax, would be my guess. But, hell, hats off to you, my man. Nice defense. Definitely caught me by surprise. I thought we weren't going to have a problem with that. But in any case, I will be back for the next one. All right, guys, we are back in. We're going to do this. So, a little powwow with my guildmate Corey. And Corey kind of did something that I probably should have done to begin with. He used the mages to take out the Demi there, which I was a little worried that Carnelian was going to screw that up along with AI, but does not seem to be the case. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait until 10 cost. I'm going to drop in a Pharaoh Guard, drop in double Bookkeepers at 10 cost after that, and they should path forward. They should two-shot Demi, basically. And then we're going to drop in double Necros after that. Excuse me, double Lightning Guards after that, which should go take out AI, potentially take out Ajax as well, now that the Demi is not in there doing damage either. And then we should be able to just go in with the Necros and Dogs. It's the plan. I hope it works. Don't want to look dumb. All right, let's get in there. Let's make it happen. So let's see here. So put our Pharaoh Guard in here. And 10 cost. Probably could have put him on the front tile, truth be told. Get those ultimates clicking, going a little bit sooner. And then we're just waiting for 10 cost, and we'll drop in double Bookkeepers after that. The one thing I wasn't really considering before, I forgot that Demi has anti-heal. You can tell I'm just not all that familiar with her because we never really see her in these matches. So I didn't really think about that. So the Shaman that I deployed the last time was kind of useless, unfortunately, with that swarm. So it is what it is. You can see there goes I think if they can pop one more before Carnelian gets the thing up, she should be dead. There she goes. That's what we wanted to see. So we'll get to 10 cost, and then we should be able to drop in our Lightning Guards. Click up there. Drop 2 of them on the frontmost tile. And if we're lucky, Ajax will use his ultimate before they get in range. That would be wonderful. There it goes. Hopefully they can avoid that damage. Looks like they did. Timing is looking good. And I will just go ahead and deploy. There goes Brokkir too, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Yeah, so this is going to be it right here. I mean, it's already kind of it. We're just going to drop in our Necros. We don't even have to be careful about it because everybody's dead. And we just have to make our way through those ice crystals. We can drop in some Dogs after this. But I think the Pharaoh Guard is actually just going to walk in. So we didn't even need to deploy anything. So, yeah. Classic case of overthinking. Nice strat, Corey. Really appreciate you, man. Teamwork makes the dream work. I'll be back for the next one. All right, guys, we are going to try a bombing run on this map. So I was actually the one that recreated this for our guild, so I'm going to be copying somebody else. I haven't had a chance to test it, but I think we can get this done. So the plan is going to be, right off the break, I'm going to click on somebody. I'm going to drop in a Pharaoh Guard on the front tile. He's going to path forward. He's going to pop ultimates. We're waiting for 10 costs, and we're also going to keep an eye on Ymiret's ultimate. We need that to be close to down when we deploy our bombing run, but when we are ready to do so, we'll drop in 2 spiders on the back tile, 1 exploding bug on the front tile. They'll path forward. When we get back up to 4 cost, we're going to drop in a Skeleton Warrior to give them a little speed boost. The way I've seen it, it seems like Ingrid should be the one that gets popped at that point. So hopefully that happens. Assuming it does, we'll wait till 10 cost. We'll drop in another Pharaoh Guard on the back tile. Wait till 10 cost again. Drop in a Skeleton Warrior. Wait till 10 cost again. Drop in double Abyssal Beholders. Followed by, at 3 costs, the final set of the Exploding Bugs. And the Exploding Bugs should just run on through and finish that off. Let's hope it works. It's going to be a near kind of thing, but I think we can make this happen. So let's get in there. Let's see if we can't do it. Move myself over so you guys can see. And first thing is just going to be clicking on Regulus here. There we go. We're going to drop in our Pharaoh Guard here. And then we're just waiting for 10 cost. And like I said, we're going to wait and make sure that the Ymiret ultimate is almost done before we deploy the bombing run. That's the thing. I think as long as it's got about a third of the duration left, we should be good to go. You can see, wait a little bit longer. I think 7 seconds should be just fine. So we're going to drop in 1 set of the exploders here, 2 sets of the spiders here, and we'll just eye on wait. Try to be timely with this. I'm going to click up to 4. We can drop in our Skeleton Warrior. We're we're just going to hope that we get some pops there. There goes Ingrid. That's what we wanted to see. And now we're just waiting for 10 cost again. We'll drop in our second Pharaoh Guard here. And then it's just about overwhelming the defense, which hopefully we should be able to do. The timeline that I set for should have Ymiret's ultimate down by the time that we do send in our Abyssal Beholders. They should have a little speed boost from the Scalekin Warrior, which is great. Waiting for 10 cost, we'll drop in our second Scalekin Warrior here. Make sure that he's up to give the speed boost. All right, slow it down. Looks like we got Constance in there somehow too. I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it. Drop these two on the back tile so we can minimize the distance between them and the exploding bugs. Just going to click up to 3 so we can be as timely as possible with the exploding bug deployment. We'll just hope we have enough to kind of overwhelm here. Looks like we should. I don't even think we're going to need it. Yeah, look at that. We didn't even need the exploding bugs. That's a win right there. That was, by the way, that was a fuller fit attack that he put together. So nice job, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to the guild. You're helping me out, that's for sure. All right, I will be back for the next one. All right, guys, next one up. So I'm going to give this one a go. We're going to try with Garnet Guards, see if we can't take out the Hatssut, making this a little bit easier to get in with the Swarm. So the plan is going to be immediately off the break, we're going to drop in a set of Axolotls. They're going to go forward, and hopefully, assuming RNG is on our side, we're going to pop the Lili ultimate, or excuse me, the Lili passive, the Thorny Protection that saves fatal damage. That should go off on Brokkir. The Axolotls are going to die, and then we're just waiting for 10 costs. We're going to drop in double Garnet Guards. The reason, we could deploy at 8, honestly, but the reason that I want to wait till 10 is because I want to make sure that Torodor's ultimate is done, meaning that Torodor does not have an increased chance to stun. The stun has a chance to kind of derail this attack. It can separate the Garnet Guards. It could potentially put the Garnet Guards in a spot where they get killed if they get stunned a couple of times. So we want that stun chance to be as low as possible to minimize the RNG. Hopefully the Garnet Guards go and they take out Hatssut, who won't be able to be saved because Lili's Thorny Protection will be on cooldown. Then we can drop in double Necros at 10 cost, followed by 2 Shamans consecutively as we get to 3 costs, followed by, again, at 10 costs, a double deployment of the dogs, and that should be enough to overwhelm what remains of the defense. Of course, this is all contingent on Hatssut going down. We'll have a chance to do it, even if Hatssut doesn't go down, but honestly, based on the damage that I've seen on this, I'm not confident that that's going to happen if we can't get Hatssut to die. So, you know, a little bit of RNG, but hell, let's roll the dice. Let's see if we can't make it happen. All right, so first thing we're going to do is I'm going to click on Brokkir there. We're going to drop in the Axolotls here. There they go. And we're just going to watch. We're going to hope that green shield just pops up on Brokkir before they die. It's like Brokkir's taking solid damage. There's the green shield. We're at 8 costs right now. I'm going to put it on 1-time speed to give myself a little bit of flexibility with the deployment time. We also obviously need Hattsut's invisibility to drop, but we should be fine timing-wise on that. So let's drop in our Garnet Guards. Let's hope we timed it right. Hopefully Torodor's ultimate fades by the time they get up there. Be a little bit close, but looks like it's going to go down, right? Yeah, we should be good. Should be good. I don't know why I put it on 1-time speed right there. I guess to increase the drama. Oh. Throw it again. Throw it again. No! Oh my god, that sliver of health. That sliver of health. These Garnet Guards are, by the way, are affiliated to a 106k battle power A3 Ingrid. God damn, that sucks. That really sucks. We're gonna have a much harder time getting this done, as is, unfortunately. So let's see if we can't overwhelm. Maybe we'll be all right. But that Hatssut, a little bit more HP than the one I was testing it on, unfortunately. And yeah, I got. So let's see if we can't overwhelm anyway. Based on my testing, that might be possible, but it's going to depend on the units that are in here and how they're built. So might be okay, but I'm not super confident in it. I'll be honest. So we will see how it goes. Obviously, got to be a little bit concerned about Ajax's ultimate as well. That is going to be a lot of damage. We're going to get another Hatssut ultimate in a second here, in conjunction with the Ajax ultimate. But the Ajax ultimate should go off before we deploy dogs, so hopefully the Necros can survive, and by the time, let's see, Ajax ultimate is going out right now, so we should be good to deploy dogs, and they should not get clipped by it. Oh, they got a little bit of damage there. Let's see. Push on through. I see one going. There's one going through. Can we get a couple more in? Yeah, baby. That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see. We will run that one again, and then I will be back for the last attack. All right, guys, last match of the day. And it's interesting. We've seen a lot of Morrigan comps kind of come into vogue on these left side defenses, and this is no exception. This is a tough one. Anytime that people are kind of leveraging in Ymiret and Anora at the same time, it is tough, and it is a challenging thing. I think especially, I don't think this one does, but if you have an A3 plus Ymiret, that is going to make things a nightmare. I've been tempted to use some soul stones on my Ymiret to get him up to A3, because at that point he starts applying his slow that stacks to 3, and at 3 it freezes the enemies, just like Labor does, Anora's summon does. And so you would have 2 different units stacking that. Now, Ymiret does it inside his ultimate window, but he doesn't otherwise. When he's at A3, he will do it outside of his ultimate window as well. It's a lower chance, but it's still a chance, and it really is just great damage and CC at the same time, so really effective comp here. But Fuller Fit put together an awesome attack here, so I am going to see if I can't duplicate it. So what he did, he waited until 10 costs. He dropped in a set of the Abyssal Beholders on the back tile. He waited for 2 more costs to regenerate, so at 7 costs, then he dropped in one of these rare dogs on the back tile as well. They all came forward, and I think the idea there was to pop the ultimates. I'm not really sure that the rare dogs were necessary in that case, maybe just in case some of the Abyssal Beholders died or something like that, but he wanted to get all of the ultimates popped. After that, he deployed one of the Shaman on the back tile, followed up by another Shaman on the front tile at 10 cost again. Then he waited until 10 cost, dropped in a set of the Abyssal Beholders on the back tile, followed up by double dogs on the front tile. And the hope is that we can get the dogs to pass through while the block is eaten up before the ultimates get deployed again on Anora and Ymiret. That's the idea. I haven't been able to practice this, so I don't know if it's going to work. But I'm going to give it a go. We're going to see if we can't make it happen. All right, so here we go. Now we're just waiting for 10 cost when we initially get in there. So I'll put it on 2 times speed. We're going to get our Abyssal Beholders all prepped and ready there. There they go. And get the rare dogs ready. When we hit 7 costs, we'll drop them in. There they go. They should all arrive at about the same time. We're going to drop in our Shaman on this front tile, or back tile, excuse me, over here. And then we're going to wait here until we get back up to 10, and we'll drop in our second Shaman. Here we go. Now, at 10 costs, we'll drop in Abyssal Beholders. And then we're just waiting for 10 cost again, so we can drop in double dogs on the front tile. You can see the ultimates are creeping up, but they're not there yet. And I think because the dogs are so speedy, we should be able to get there. That's the hope. Here we go, 10 costs, drop in the double dogs. And what I saw in the replay was that they just streamed on by. 3 of them got in. Hoping for the same results. Looks like we got it. And we got it. All right. Nice attack, Fuller Fit. Welcome to the guild, my man. I think I said it before, but great to have you here. I'm really loving the attacks this dude is putting out. All right, that's all she wrote, guys. 6-2 on the day, which, hell, I will take against Awakened Chaos. They are, certainly a top 10 guild. I know because of the way that the rankings work, people are constantly kind of bouncing in and out. I think we are in the top 10 right now. So we were at 15 at the beginning of the week, and we won our last match. I'm assuming that they did as well, and so we ended up somewhere in the middle of the top 10. We'll probably end up in a similar spot, somewhere in the low to mid-teens, and I'm sure they will be up there facing one of those top 5 defenses, guilds, in the first match of the next round. So, good luck to them. But anytime you're going up against a guild that clearly has more BP, more heroes, more awakenings, and you can come away with a 75% win percentage, that makes me real happy. So I'm happy I was able to achieve that. Hats off to them as well. It's not just about BP. They are a really solid guild, great attacks. My defense, and move myself over a little bit so we can see, is just clinging on right now. I got 30 health left on my Ingrid defense. I've gone 7-7, which, hats off to them, because they, last time, I think I went 17-5. They struggled hard against this defense, but this time they've seemed to have figured it out a little bit. So, nicely done, guys. always a pleasure to play them. They're great dudes. I've had some conversations with some of them offline as well. So, you know, good luck as the season progresses. I won't say that I'm looking forward to the rematch because they clearly kind of have our number. We do still have 100 attacks left. Technically, we're not cooked yet. We need, what, I think 84 wins, I think, to kind of draw even, basically. 84 out of 100 would be incredible. I don't think we're going to be able to do that, but not mathematically eliminated as of yet. But yeah, enjoying this a little bit more. I hope you guys enjoyed the Garnet Guard attacks. I just, FYI, I did run that one, I think it was the second to last match that I did. I did run that again to see if there was any variation in the damage output from the Garnet Guards. Did not take down Hatssut, and then I had some bad RNG, and I was not able to clear that again. So I really should have just adjusted my strategy when I knew that Hatssut wouldn't go down. But you know, this one's kind of a loss anyway. So 6-2 on the day. I'll take it. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you so much. I will be back next week for more attacks. Please do like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. I'll catch you all next time.